Hello students, here is your Ashish sir who is going to discuss about the study of compounds, nitric acid. We'll see the occurrence of nitric acid which is in free state, how it is available. During lightning discharge at high temperature at 3000 degrees centigrade, the atmospheric nitrogen which never combines with any other element or atom combines at this temperature with oxygen to form nitric oxide. Okay, what is that? The equation says N2 plus O2 gives 2NO. On further oxidation, nitric oxide forms nitrogen dioxide. This is the equation. 2NO plus O2 gives 2NO2. Okay. Then what happens? This nitrogen dioxide dissolves in rainwater to form nitric acid in a very diluted solution, which we are telling as the acid rain. So it is occur in the free state, and the equation is 4NO2 plus 2H2O. In presence of oxygen, it gives 4HNO3. Clear? Now, in a combined state, how nitric acid is available? As a child saltpeter, that is sodium nitrate, saltpeter or niter, you can say it is potassium nitrate, lime saltpeter, it is calcium nitrate. Okay, now we will discuss about the lab preparation or laboratory preparation of HNO3. What is this? By heating concentrated sulfuric acid with sodium or potassium nitrate, either sodium nitrate or potassium nitrate, when concentrated sulfuric acid is mixed and heated, we are getting nitric acid. How it is? The reactants are as I told you, either sodium nitrate, which is child saltpeter, or potassium nitrate, that is niter, okay, with concentrated sulfuric acid. Okay, what the reaction says? KNO3 plus H2SO4 concentrated at 200 degrees centigrade gives KHSO4 plus HNO3, or NaNO3 plus H2SO4 concentrated at 200 degrees centigrade, it produces NaHSO4 plus HNO3. So again, as we discussed in the preparation of hydrogen chloride gas, we have to maintain the temperature below 200 degree. It should not cross 200 degree centigrade. So what are the reaction conditions? The conditions are temperature should not be beyond 200 degree centigrade. Why? The first point is temperature should not exceed 200 degree centigrade, or else nitric acid decomposes to form nitrogen dioxide. Okay, so what happens? The nitric acid what is forming or producing, that will decompose at more than 200 degree centigrade. So what happens when nitric acid decomposes? It gives nitrogen dioxide, water and oxygen. Okay, this is the equation. And as we got the problem in case of hydrogen chloride gas, the same thing also occurs in case of nitric acid. How? It will directly form Na2SO4. When the temperature is increasing more than 200 degrees centigrade, it is forming Na2SO4 or K2SO4, which forms a hard crust and stick to the apparatus and stops or slows down the further reaction what we are conducting. Another point is why we are maintaining the temperature. The glass apparatus may break because of this hard crust. Okay. Another condition is the apparatus must be made of glass. Why? Because the vapor of nitric acid what is producing are corrosive in nature, and it destroys if we are using cork or rubber we are using. Understood? Then another is concentrated sulfuric acid should be used for the preparation. Why? Because sulfuric acid is non-volatile, or least volatile, you can say non-volatile and strong, which can replace more volatile HNO3 from KNO3 and NaNO3, or else other acids cannot replace. So another is, what is the collection? As nitric acid is volatile in nature, the vapors of HNO3 is collected. in a water cooled receiver. What is that? In a water cooled receiver where it condenses to liquid HNO3. Okay, then now we'll discuss the observation. What is this? Generally pure nitric acid is colorless, but slightly yellow colored HNO3 is obtained during the preparation. Why? Because yellow color is due to the decomposition of nitric acid. As a result, what happens when nitric acid decomposes? As you know, we discussed the equation. Nitrogen dioxide is formed, which is reddish brown fumes of nitrogen dioxide and gets dissolved in same nitric acid. Understood? So it imparts a yellow color. Understood? Then when it is yellow in color, the nitric acid, how to remove it? How to remove the yellow color of nitric acid? Okay, yellow color of nitric acid. By bubbling carbon dioxide and air through the acid, which drives out nitrogen dioxide gas which is present in the acid from the acid and further oxidizes the remaining nitrogen dioxide to nitric acid. Understood? So by bubbling, one is important, by bubbling carbon dioxide or air. Okay, the second one is by adding excessive of water to dissolve nitrogen dioxide gas. Now during this lab preparation, what are the precautions we should take? The apparatus should be made of glass. It is most important because nitric acid is corrosive in nature. Then concentrated sulfuric acid should be used as a reactant, and the third one is the temperature should be maintained at 200 degrees centigrade. Now how you will identify the gas? The collected vapor is heated alone or treated with copper turnings. It gives reddish brown fumes of nitrogen dioxide which turns acidified ferrous sulfate solution brown. Okay, so this nitrogen dioxide which is brown fume, reddish brown fume, it turns acidified ferrous sulfate solution brown. Okay, now we'll discuss about the industrial preparation of nitric acid. Okay, the process is called Ostwald's process. Okay, it is developed by Wilhelm Ostwald. What is the process? We stepwise will go. The first step, the step 1 is the catalytic chamber. What happens in this chamber? In this chamber, a platinum gas is heated to 800 degrees centigrade. The catalyst is platinum gas, and the mixture of ammonia gas and pure air is passed through it in a ratio of 1:10, and ammonia gas gets oxidized to nitric oxide. In the chemical properties of ammonia, we discussed the catalytic oxidation, where ammonia combines with oxygen in presence of platinum at 800 degrees centigrade. It produces nitric oxide 4NO plus 6H2O and heat because it is exothermic in nature. The second step what we are going is the cooling chamber. This cooling chamber, the gaseous mixture of nitric oxide which is formed and oxygen is cooled to 50 degrees centigrade in a cooled vessel. Okay, then step 3, the oxidizing chamber. The cooled nitric acid is oxidized in air to form nitrogen dioxide. Further oxidation of nitric oxide is oxidized and it forms nitrogen dioxide. Then we are going to absorption tower. What is this? Absorption tower is a steel tower filled with quartz stones. The gaseous mixture of nitrogen dioxide and the residual oxygen what is left behind moves upward and dissolved in water which is sprayed from the top of the tower. So what happens? 4NO2 plus O2 plus water, it is mixed with water, it forms nitric acid. Now again I am discussing the same equation, that is 4NO2 plus O2 plus H2O, it gives nitric acid. Okay. Now the so formed nitric acid is collected at the bottom of the tower. But one more thing, in this, why quartz stone is used? This is a question. Because quartz stones are acid resistant and slow down the movement of gaseous nitrogen dioxide and initiates better dissolution of nitrogen dioxide. Due to the slow movement, there will be a better dissolution of nitrogen dioxide with water. Now, how it will be concentrated? We are getting a diluted form of nitric acid. Now, it has to be concentrated. So, the concentration of nitric acid, how it takes place? The collected nitric acid from absorption tower is in diluted form. It is concentrated by the process distilling or by boiling till a constant mixture is obtained. Okay, there we are getting only 68% of concentration, and on further dissolution or further distillation, not dissolution, distillation with concentrated sulfuric acid, 98% of concentration, that is fuming nitric acid, is collected or obtained. Okay. Now we'll discuss some important characteristics of the process. What is that? First point is dust free air should be used. First point. Second, excessive air is used because all reactions require oxygen during this process, and to conduct a forward reaction, it is reversible reaction. So to conduct a forward reaction, excess of air is required. Excess of air is required to favor a forward reaction. Then the gas entering the chamber must be pure. Clear? Because impurities which is present may poison the catalyst and it loses its efficiency. The catalyst loses its efficiency. So this is all about your preparations of ammonia. In next period or next class, we will discuss about the physical properties of nitric acid, not ammonia, nitric acid. Okay, fine. Thank you.